YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy. We are now back live on B5D, also known as Beyond 5D. In this video, we're going to be talking about exposing your most powerful chakra and also your weakest chakra for your zodiac sign. All right. Astrology gives you the understanding of why you act the way you do, and it also explains how the public reacts to you the way that they do. So astrology is like psychology on steroids. It is that powerful when you start to really understand psychology, all right, when you start to understand astrology, because that's all it is, all right. So you start to read people like a book, you start to really understand humans more, you start to really understand your friends more, all right. It actually has helped me understand some of my closest relationships, my friends, my family more, all right. Astrology actually is changing people's lives. That's how powerful it is, all right. So in this video, we're gonna go into the powers of your most powerful chakra. We're gonna be exposing this, also your weakest chakras, right? As you understand, us as humans, we also have weaknesses. We have weak chakras, right? So we're not just all perfect. We have a human experience, so we're here to learn a lot of things, right? So do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Do me a favor, it really helps to boost this channel up. I've been changing the channel a lot, so it's being, it's going through a lot of change, all right? So the most thing you guys can do, because I know I do have a lot of real supporters who do like this type of content, you know what I'm saying, where I do come on the screen, I do talk to you guys, I do give that true astrology content face to face, 100% transparent, no cuts. I know some of y'all really like this content, all right? So first sign we're going to go into, let's get straight into it. We're going to go into Aries. So Aries, your most powerful chakra is going to be your solar plexus chakra, okay? Because you understand that the solar plexus chakra is all about action. Aries is always ready. Y'all are always ready. And you might be like, what do you mean always ready? Always ready for something, always ready for something to pop off. If you try to start an argument with an Aries, they're going to be ready for the argument, okay? And this is because they are a warrior zodiac sign. So warriors are always prepared for the worst, okay? This goes to Aries and Scorpio. So the strongest chakra is the solar plexus, because you guys are action oriented. You guys aren't the type of person to think about everything like a Libra. You know how Libras are indecisive. They kind of like to think things through, can't really make a decision sometimes, can't make a decision to save their life. While as Aries will be decisive. If Aries is in the room, they will know what they want. They will know who is who. They're very decisive. So you guys have a very, very strong solar plexus. Now, when you understand the solar plexus chakra, that's what the solar plexus actually deals with. It deals with decisiveness. It deals with focus. All right. It deals with ambition. It deals with manifestation. It deals with confidence. Aries have a very well developed solar plexus chakra. Keep working on it. It doesn't mean that all Aries is going to have it strong 100% all the time, but you guys have the potential to have a stronger solar plexus chakra than most people naturally. You guys are naturally wired to have a stronger solar plexus, and then you guys can't help it but to really just shine your light. All right. If you're in a room with an Aries, right, you're not gonna overpower them. You're not gonna overpower them like that, because they have a strong solar plexus, all right. And the solar plexus is all about that personal power. It's all about fending off things. It's all about acting on things, all right. They say the number one thing to manifest is to have confidence, all right. The confidence makes you grateful, and it makes it feel like you already have it. Aries kind of feel like they deserve everything, because astrology also explains that each zodiac sign is ruled by an animal, a house, and a planet. All right. So Aries is ruled by Mars, which is action, which is domination. All right. And solar plexus is all about, really action, confidence, willpower. Okay. Decisiveness. And Aries is really, really decisive. Okay. Now, the second strongest chakra of Aries would be the root chakra. Now, you guys have a strong root chakra as well, because if you guys understand Aries, Aries is all about the physical realm, it's all about the first house, which you can see. So you guys work on those survival instincts. You guys are always, a lot of Aries know how to fight. They know how to verbally fight, or whatever it is. They're very, very verbally, mentally, and either physically in shape. So that root chakra, physically, they're very, very powerful. Okay, every zodiac sign has a power. Aries have a lot of physical power. It don't matter if they're short. A lot of Aries I know are tall, but they're gonna have a physical power, right? Meaning they can either knock you out. They're very physically intimidating, if you want to say. And if it's not, like I said, physical, it will be mentally, okay? But they have a lot of Aries are very, very powerful when it comes to battles, okay? Because they're always preparing for that. You guys are the warrior zodiac sign, and the root chakra is all about survival, it's all about feeling safe, okay? Okay, so that's one thing. Now, the weakest chakra, the negative is you guys can have a weak heart chakra. Now, this is not a coincidence because Aries, you guys really, you guys take things very serious. You guys take things very personal. Being the child of the zodiac sign, y'all can be very childish, you know what I'm saying? And y'all could take things to heart, really serious. So a lot of the times Aries do have heart chakra issues. This is only because they are ruled by Mars. Mars is the planet of war, aggression, you know, fighting, combat. So you guys can really get into fights a lot. Y'all can be very combative. And you already know when you get into a lot of fights and you get in a lot of combat, your heart chakra starts to get like weaker. You start to literally deteriorate that heart chakra because now you're not really coming at things with unconditional love. You're coming at things with competitive. This is a sign you guys are ruled by the first house. The first house is all about me. So this is a selfish sign. You know, this sign does think about itself first, not saying that it doesn't love nobody else, but the sign wants to be first because it's the baby. So you guys, if you're not first, you immediately get jealous. All right. Aries have a tendency to get jealous, to get possessive, to get really competitive. And that competition is a negative symptom of the heart chakra. All right. So do your own research on these guys thing. I want you guys to always do your own research. Never just take what I'm saying for granted and just, you know, but this is 100% research. Aries, work on your heart chakra a little bit more to understand that, you know, yes, you put yourself first, but to understand a little bit just to not be too selfish. Okay. Cause like I said, y'all always want to be first. Y'all don't really like when someone else gets 100% of the spotlight and you're in like second. Y'all don't like being second. So that heart, which is all about compassion, love, all about those things, is sometimes deteriorated. It sometimes declines. You know, so really working on that heart chakra. And since you guys are a warrior, a lot of warriors really decline the heart chakra because warrior energy, in my personal opinion, is more masculine. All right, when a man's in his warrior energy or a woman is in her warrior energy, like she feels like she got to survive. That's masculine. You got to go to war. You got to put your guard up. So Aries being so masculine, Aries is the most masculine zodiac sign. In fact, they're definitely going to have problems with that feminine side sometimes. Okay, and that's that heart chakra, being able to surrender sometimes. You know, because the heart is all about surrendering, trusting. Aries can definitely have trust issues. A lot of people like to say, oh, Scorpio, you guys can definitely have trust issues as well because you're always like, it's like you guys need a journaling. Remember that. You guys need a journaling. This is also a fire sign. So fire burns through houses. Fire literally burns through things, okay? So y'all are very fast. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are fast to assume. Y'all are fast to burn. Y'all are fast to fight. And when you're fast to do things, the heart sometimes doesn't have time to think and feel things through. So the heart chakra really could be weak for you guys, you know. Like all the solar plexus root strong, but to really understand that fire signs really burn through things. You light a flame, you light a candle, eventually it has to go out. You light a house on fire, eventually it's gonna burn. You know what I'm saying? So it always needs a lot of heat, you know what I'm saying? And heat is very strong, it's very powerful. You know what I'm saying? So Aries really working on the heart chakra. The next zodiac sign we're gonna go into is the bulls itself, Taurus. Now, Taurus, you guys are your strongest chakra is going to be your heart chakra and your sacral chakra. Okay. So I say the heart chakra because you guys are ruled by Venus. Now, Venus is the planet of love. Okay. So you guys do have a strong sense of love. You guys are similar to Libra, but you guys are an earth sign, which you guys know. So loving is something that you guys are really fair and good at. You guys love to love. You guys know what true love is. You guys know what being loyal is because you guys are a fixed sign. So being loyal, knowing what real love is, you guys like that. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we go into the second chakra, the sacral chakra is all about the five senses. All right. So it's all about pleasures, senses. It's all about feeling things, worth, you know, taste. And Taurus deals everything with that. Taurus is all about taste, pleasures, senses, it's all that. So y'all have a really well developed sacral chakra. The sacral chakra also deals with self-worth. Tauruses have a strong self-worth, right? Taurus's rule also the material plane. Okay, so sacral is also kind of like dealing with, like I said, with pleasures, you know, sexuality. Taurus is very sexual. All right, so very strong sacral chakra, very strong sense of worth. You guys literally enjoy pleasures. Tauruses are the type of people I've seen many Tauruses go vegan and then they go back to eating meat because they just love just the pleasure and the comfort of it. Like they don't. A lot of Tauruses, a lot of astrologers say that Taurus is their purpose is to literally just enjoy the earth plane. Like they don't have like one of these grand scheme, purposes of being so analytical and spiritual. They're just here to really just enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes people like them, because they're very simple, easy to figure out. Okay. Also, another strong chakra would be that root chakra, because the root chakra deals with the earth element. Okay. The earth element is all about money, cars, anything that has to do with the earth, right? Status. So Tauruses love the grandiose luxury lifestyle. All right, so y'all have a really strong sacral chakra. Y'all feel like y'all deserve it, because some people, you give them $1 million, they don't feel like they deserve it. They lose the money. They spend the money. A Taurus, you give a Taurus $1 million, they're gonna actually feel like they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the other placements in the chart. But Tauruses have a strong sense of self-worth. You guys know that y'all deserve this material stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of people will like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Strong sacral, strong heart. I'm not saying that every Taurus would have a strong heart, because the heart chakra is not an easy chakra in general. Okay, it takes time to develop that heart chakra. But Tauruses in general, y'all would be fairly well with the heart chakra when you guys are developed. Okay, now the weakest chakra I put is the crown. Okay, now I say the crown because Tauruses are so materialistic and at times so earthly that they forget about that spiritual side. They're also a fixed sign. Now we understand fixed signs, they are very fixed, very stubborn at their worst. They don't really like to think outside the box. They don't like to change, So being a fixed sign, the crown chakra is all about having an open mind. It's all about thinking about everything, So really opening your mind up, Taurus, really opening up more of your spiritual journey, really not just seeing and not being superficial, because Tauruses can be a little bit superficial because you guys are on that earthly plane. Mostly you guys care about just like looks. Like a lot of Tauruses care about looks. Y'all care about, good, all that good stuff, good sex, all that, So that spiritual side, y'all could date on dating apps, but that spiritual side, sometimes y'all not really looking for that. And like I said, always look at the whole natal chart. If you guys have Pisces, it's obviously any spiritual placements obviously doesn't apply to you. But if you're only Taurus and you have like lots of Taurus, this would apply to you. So Taurus is in general very, very earthly. Need to work on the crown chakra more. Really need to open up that spiritual open-mindedness. All right. The crown chakra is very, very important. Okay. Now, Gemini. The strongest chakra for you guys is going to be the throat chakra. So Gemini is the master of words. They pick the words very precisely. And they're very good at intelligence. Okay. This is why I also say Gemini has a strong crown chakra, because they can see both sides of every scenario. They don't get enough credit because Gemini is kind of like one of the signs, one of the most controversial signs. They don't get enough credit, but Gemini is very, very intelligent. They're very open-minded, all right? Which is why I say the crown chakra for them is very strong, because not only can they see both sides of every scenario, you guys can definitely see both sides of every scenario, but you guys are also very intelligent, and the crown chakra is near what? Your brain. All right, so a lot of people think that the crown chakra is just spiritual, but the crown chakra actually deals with cognitive function. All right, do your own research if you guys don't know. But the crown chakra, this is why they say they want to keep you in your lower self, because when you're in your lower self, you're dumbed down. You're drinking fluoride water. You're doing all this stuff. When you get to your higher self, you become smarter. You become a brainiac. You become a poet. You become intelligent. You know what I'm saying? You're not just using spiritual abilities, but you're actually using your brain more. Okay, so the crown number, every spiritual chakra has physical what's called ailments. They have physical conditions. So the physical part of the crown chakra is the brain. So when you get up to that crown chakra, you start to become actually intelligent. And Geminis are very intelligent because you guys are ruled by Mercury. Remember, Mercury is the fastest moving planet. It rules with social intelligence. It rules with speaking. It rules with mind, mental. It rules with technology. Y'all are really intelligent. So the crown chakra is A1. Y'all can really understand anybody. Crown chakra is A1. A1. Okay. Now, as far as the throat chakra, you guys obviously are really good with picking the words. Geminis are the type of person that have a lot of admirers in a way, because they can really convince you they can really convince to you what they want and really kind of like use their words to get what they want. They're really good with words and they're really persuasive. Okay, Geminis are really persuasive, really good, have the gift of gab. They really have those powers to really use things. They're also very honest. Okay, they're on the Sagittarius axis, so they're very, very honest. And we already know, like I have said in my past astrological videos, Sagittariuses are very honest. Okay, A lot of Sagittarius, I know, they just like to be straight up honest, very transparent. Even though they're a fire sign, they can be a little flaky sometimes. They just like to be honest. Okay, Gemini, though chakra likes to be honest, likes to use the voices. They like to speak up. They're very just blunt, brutally honest. That's what they're known for. Okay. Now the weakest chakra is going to be the solar plexus for you guys. Okay, so the solar plexus deals with decisiveness. All right, just like Aries has a strong one, decisiveness, willpower, action. Geminis, you guys can work on that. Okay, your solar plexus can be weak because you guys think so much to the point where you're not acting out on your decisions. You guys are the most indecisive zodiac sign besides Libra and Pisces and Sagittarius. Very, very indecisive zodiac sign because you guys can see both sides sometimes to where the point you're in the middle. You're not really making that decision. So really being more decisive, not getting distracted by everything. Gemini, you guys can really get distracted by everything in your life because you guys have a short attention span. You guys are very curious. So not being too distracted by everything. Remember, solar plexus is all about focus, crystal clear focus, being directly focused on what's in the moment, being in the moment, and being confident. Okay. Gemini is just like this. You know what I'm saying? They're just all over the place. They're probably watching this video and watching two other videos at the same time or thinking about two other things. This is just how a Gemini functions. They're very, very they're living in multiple realities, and this is why sometimes people can have a hard time building a relationship with them, is because it's hard to get their attention. It's hard to keep their attention on one thing. They're like babies, like they're just all over the place. So really working on that solar plexus, this is why they have commitment issues. You guys have those commitment issues because you guys have a short attention span. You guys have short focus. You guys have short, you're indecisive. You don't really know what you want sometimes, and that's what the solar plexus deals with. And that can even go into confidence. Gemini is really working on confidence more. You can have good words, but really working on being confident with those words. Really working on being confident in your partner and confident in your decisions. Because indecisive people, it's not that they just don't know what they want, but they also just aren't confident in their decisions. So Gemini, being more confident in your decisions, sticking to your decisions, and having that crystal clear focus. Like I said, that focus here, I'm going to stress this, really has a hard time focusing on one thing at a time and staying locked in on one thing. So really need to work on that solar plexus, wear lots of yellow, wear lots of citrine, wear lots of pyrite. All right. So next we got Cancer. Okay, so Cancer, your strongest chakra is going to be the root chakra because you guys are very secure. You guys like to make people feel good. You like to make people feel grounded. So it's going to be easy for you guys to make people feel good, grounded, safe. Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon is the mother. What does your mother do? Your mother makes you feel safe. You're usually a good mother. A good mother will make you feel safe, comfort, home. And that's what Cancer's purpose is. Like, they're really good at shining light on their nurturing abilities. So you guys have a well-developed root chakra. At your best, strong, developed root chakra, you guys can really make yourself feel good, whether it's your home. This is why you guys love the home so much. You guys love nurturing so much. You guys love having pets. You guys love having kids. You guys love having family, root, safety. You guys love, just keeping everyone safe. Also the strongest chakra would also be the heart chakra, because when you look at nurturing has to do with that heart chakra. In order to nurture someone, you gotta have a open heart chakra. So that's one thing that Cancer, you guys do represent, is that's one of your strongest chakras, heart and the root chakra. Okay. Now the weakest chakra, I have to say, is the sacral chakra. Since you guys are ruled by the moon is always changing cycles. So you guys are always changing moods. Like every time I meet a Cancer moon, they're always like in a different mood. They're always moody. They're always in a mood swing. They naturally can't help it. I know I can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. It's just like they're always in a mood swing. You can even feel it a mile away. They always have a mood, all right, always in an attitude or something. So Cancers have kind of like attitude issues, you know what I'm saying? Or attitude, always have an attitude, always have an energy that they can't help. It's not your fault. You naturally are wired to be like this. This is part of your design, Cancer, to be like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's totally good, but the emotions can fluctuate so much to the point where, it could come out to manipulation. It can come out to people not really knowing how stable you are emotionally. And the sacral chakra can need more work. The sacral chakra also deals with pleasure and self-worth, really knowing your worth a little bit more, Cancer. Really knowing how to clean out your emotions. Since you guys are emotional, the sacral chakra deals with not just emotions, but um, cleaning out the emotions. So playing more sacral chakra frequencies, 417 hertz, playing more, using more crystals like carnelian, those orange crystals, red crystals even help as well to really clear out those emotions, because you guys can really hold emotions from the past. Like y'all can really do that. This is why Cancers are like kind of known, like they maybe go back to their ex. They really love that comfort. The emotions is really strong here. So really cleaning out that sacral chakra. All right. Now the next chakra, the next zodiac sign is going to be Leo. Now Leo, your strongest chakra is going to be your heart chakra. You guys have a really strong heart chakra. Like Leos, they like to help people without nothing in return. That's one thing I really respect about them. A lot of Leos I meet, and this is just from me also studying a lot of zodiac signs, not online, but in person. When I'm around people in person, I'm actually studying them. I'm actually seeing like the way they act. And, I'm actually seeing the way I interact with them, the way they interact with me. Leos are very, very good at giving things for free, giving out information. They like to help people without having something in return. That's why I really respect them a lot, because they have a good heart. Most of the times when they're more evolved, they have a strong heart chakra, super heart chakra strength. All right. The solar plexus is also very, very strong here. And the reason why Leo has a strong heart chakra too is because they rule the heart. Leo rules the heart and it represents the heart in astrology. So anything with the heart is going to be very strong. This is why it's also a fixed sign, because the heart is very strong. You can't maneuver or change the Leo's mind about something, because they're very fixed on that, and they're using their heart too. So the only way you can change a Leo is if you can get to the heart, which is not going to happen, because they're ruled by the sun. The sun is a luminary. And just like Divine Insight said, you are a luminous being. Luminaries are very, very strong. Just like Cancer and Leo are very strong because they're ruled by luminaries, which is the sun and the moon. So Leos are very, very, very strong people. They don't get enough credit about this, because Leos, it's just, when you have a lot of energy, a lot of radiation, you won't get noticed for that. You'll get noticed for it, but you won't get credit for it. You know what I'm saying? Because people will be jealous. But Leos, very strong solar plexus. Since you guys are ruled by the sun, which is a luminary, your solar plexus is through the roof. Like I can see Leos eating a lot of food and they will digest it so fast. I'm like, dang. And the solar plexus deals with digestion. It deals with digesting food and digesting problems. Okay. So the Leos, y'all really can eat a lot of food, digest it fast. Y'all really have a very strong confidence. I always like to say that the most confident zodiac signs is Aries and Leo, all right? Because Aries is a fire sign, cardinal, me, focused on themselves so much that confidence is just exudes, you know what I'm saying? They're brimming with confidence. Leo's also top confident signs because they're ruled by the sun. The sun. When the sun is in the solar system, everything revolves around the sun. So when a Leo walks in the room, a Leo expects everyone to look at them. They expect all the Geminis, all like everyone, all the Pisces to look at them, because they're ruled by the sun. They want you to revolve around them. All right. So so that's where it can be unrealistic a little bit, because Leos can really feel like the world is just centered around them. They can really get into a negative energy with that. Okay. But the solar plexus is very strong here. You guys are a fixed sign. You guys have a laser eye focused vision. You guys are very focused on your life. You guys don't give up. Solar plexus is like when you're committed, when you don't give up on things, when you are confident, you know what I'm saying? When you have crystal clear focus. You guys have a very strong solar plexus. All right. Also, solar plexus deals with optimism. It deals with positivity because it's yellow. Okay, yellow is all about optimism, positive energy. So you guys do have a very strong positive energy. Leo being ruled by the sun, they actually give out their positive energy to people. This is why people do love them sometimes, because they're very positive. So all fire signs are positive, because fire, if you think about it, is what is orange. Yeah, it's very bright. It's very masculine. All right. Positive energy is usually associated with fire, because fire gets the job done. It's confident. Okay. So you guys are very positive, which was definitely going to leave you guys with a strong solar plexus chakra. Now, another strong chakra for you guys is definitely the sacral, because you guys are very, very creative. You guys love fun. The sacral chakra also deals with fun. So you guys love having those pleasures, love eating foods. Leos, I say that they're known to like to date a lot. You know, they rule the fifth house. So dating, you know, having fun, the line, like really just having that fun, really knowing how to have fun. Okay. Now the weakest I put for you guys is the third eye chakra. The reason why I say the third eye chakra, because going back to what I was just saying, Leos are very they can be very stubborn, and they can also be living in their own reality, because they're similar to Pisces. Just how Pisces lives in their own reality, Leos do the same exact thing, but they're more of a fixed sign. And the reason I say that is because they're ruled by the sun. So the sun has planets revolving around them. When a Leo walks in the room, they want everyone to just look at them like, oh, yo, the Leo walked in the room. Like, that's how they think. So you guys can kind of be unrealistic. You guys can kind of feel like everyone's always supposed to focus on you all the time, to the point where it can start to come out like narcissism. You know what I'm saying? This is just observations. Leos kind of work on that, like narcissistic traits if you're more on the negative. Kind of work on not really like wanting everyone to revolve around you only. Okay. That's why I say the third eye, because the third eye is all about illusions. It's all about the truth. It's all about seeing things for what they are. It's all about using your third eye and being realistic and kind of seeing the truth for what it is. Leos kind of run away from the truth in a way, because they're kind of like make their own world up. They kind of make their own reality. So really, that third eye chakra is something that did come up for Leos. Really work on that third eye chakra. Okay. So the next one, the next zodiac sign is going to be Virgo. So Virgos, one strong chakra for you guys, as we know, is going to be very similar to Gemini. It's going to be the throat chakra. The throat chakra is going to be very strong for you guys, because you guys are very good with your words. You guys are poets. You guys are very, like, if you call a Virgo on the phone, you're going to hear them talk on the phone for a very long time. You're going to hear them like, they're really good with their words. All right. Their second strongest chakra is going to be the third eye chakra. Now, why do I say the third eye chakra? Because now check this out. Virgos is all about seeing things, seeing the weaknesses in you. It's all about detoxing, taking out the waste of your body. So Virgos can really see the negative side of you. They can see the weakness of you. That's why Virgos get a reputation for being very, judgmental, very critical, very this. In order to be judgmental, in order to be very critical, you have to be able to see things. You have to be able to see the weaknesses in people. So this is why they have a very developed third eye, because they can see everything about you that is negative. They can see your weaknesses, and that's why a lot of people can't handle them, because like, damn, why are you always looking at the negative of what I'm doing? Why are you always doing that? Why can't you just go with the flow? And they're really truth tellers. Okay, Virgos are all about the truth, and sometimes, since they're earth signs are very realistic. Reality is the truth. Third eye is also linked to the truth. So you guys have a very strong third eye chakra, very strong third eye chakra. You guys are also low-key spiritual. You guys don't get enough credit for it. Very spiritual in a way, because you guys are on the axis of Pisces. Okay, so in order to be spiritual, it's not just about feeling chakras and all that, but Pisces are sensitive to energy. Virgos are sensitive to their environment. Okay, they're sensitive to the food. This is why they a lot of them go vegan, but they're very sensitive to like everything around them, as terms of their environment. This is why they're so smart. They're so intelligent. So Virgo and Pisces are like literally very similar. Just one's a water sign and one's an earth sign. So it's very important, Virgo, to really work. You guys have a strong third eye. So the negative is to really work on your root chakra. Okay, now the root chakra, the reason I say the root chakra is because since you guys are mutable, you guys can't really control how you move. You're like always changing. And since you guys are also very analytical, one of the most logical zodiac signs, y'all can really be stuck in your head all the time. Like y'all can really overthink everything. So much to the point to where you will have over mental stimulation. So you'll be living up here in that third eye crown so much to where you need to be in your root chakra more. You need to feel safe. You need to know when to let things calm down. When to really let things just breathe. You guys can have issues with that because you're so analytical. You're so darn logical. You're so darn always looking for the truth. You're so, so really just really relaxing, wearing those red crystals, really being in that root chakra. Okay, the second weak chakra for you guys is going to be the heart chakra. Now, why do I say the heart chakra? Well, Virgo is debilitated in Venus. Okay, so if you have Venus in Virgo, this means that it's a very hard placement for you because Venus is exalted in Pisces. Okay, so Pisces is the best representation of love. All right, Pisces energy in general is very loving and knows how to give unconditional love. It doesn't really care about critics and conditions. All right, conditions, because conditions is like, oh, I better be doing this if I'm getting some money. I better be entering this relationship if I get something back. Where Virgo is kind of like that sometimes. Virgo can be very realistic, very true telling, very analytical. Where they want things in return. They see everything. They need something back in return. So Virgo really working on that heart chakra. You can have conditional love. Virgos can really suffer from being so conditional because they're very hard to please. Virgos are one of the hardest signs to please, one of the hardest signs to keep their focus, one of the hardest signs to really keep happy. And that heart chakra can really suffer. You guys just don't know when to let go because Virgos are very controlling. This is not just a very fast-paced sign. This is also a sign that likes to control things. You know, and when you control things, this shows that you're not letting go of things. So really letting go of things a little bit, Virgo, and learning how to love and trust the universe, not just trusting yourself and people, but trusting the universe first, okay? Because in any relationship, God, the universe is what needs to be the trust. The main goal is God and the universe, okay? All right, so Libra, your strongest chakra would be the heart chakra. All right, you guys are good at giving love. You guys know what love is. You guys know what balance is. You guys fall in love fairly easy because you guys are represented by Venus, okay? Very strong heart chakra, very strong people skills, very good at like really keeping harmony. Remember, harmony is all about the heart chakra. So you guys have a good heart chakra. The weaknesses, the negative is the throat chakra. And the reason why I say the throat chakra, even though you guys are very good at speaking, you guys have the gift of gab a little bit, you guys are very social. You guys aren't the most honest zodiac sign. You guys do avoid a little bit of conflict. You guys do like to, not ruffle the feathers. You don't really like to bring, conflict to harmony. And you don't really express what's on your mind sometimes. You hold back those words. And like the throat chakra says, like a lot of ancient yogi text says, when you don't be truthful, when you're not on an honest street, your throat chakra starts to deteriorate. So the real secret to improving your throat chakra is to be honest. Be on an honest street. Okay. When you lie, you deteriorate your throat chakra because it's all linked to the same thing. This is why you want to be careful on lying. Anyone who's watching this video, be careful on lying, especially Libra. Libras can really throw white lies a little bit because they're all about, they feel like if I lie, okay, it won't start a problem. If I lie right now, then no one will know. If I lie right now, I'll keep harmony. So they can kind of be fake. Like this is why Libra, so that's where the fakeness can come from, because you guys just, your whole goal is to keep everyone happy at all costs. And sometimes to keep someone happy, you gotta lie. So that's where the throat chakra comes in, because the throat chakra doesn't like that. The throat chakra wants to be honest. Sagittarius is gonna be honest. Libras is gonna be like, yeah, I'm trying to keep everyone happy. I'm trying to keep everyone happy. So the throat chakra, really working on that throat chakra. Like if someone comes up to a Libra and they're like, hey man, I heard, you did this to me, this and then that, a Libra's gonna literally like say what they can do to get out of that situation as easily and smoothly as possible, even if it comes to lying, throwing a white lie. All right. So really working on that on that throat. Heart is really good. Now the weakest, two other weak chakras is gonna be the solar plexus. Okay. The solar plexus is definitely weak for Libra because they're the opposite of Aries. Where Aries has a strong solar plexus, Libras are very indecisive. Okay, they're very indecisive people. So you guys have a hard time making decisions. You guys, since you guys are an air sign, remember air thinks, fire acts. So air doesn't really like, you can't really tie down air. Air just flows. You can't really tie them down, like they like to be free. So even when it comes to relationships, you guys have commitment issues. You guys don't know if you really want to be in this relationship. It can really be indecisive. And if not relationships, it can even go into far as decisions. every decision you guys make, you guys really take a long time, and you're not really decisive on it as much. Even if you decide to make that decision, you still see both sides. You see the good side of everything. So you're looking at and you're analyzing and seeing the good side of this and the good side of this. Every decision, you're looking at both sides. So making a decision is very hard for you guys, and that's where the solar plexus deals with. Okay, the solar plexus deals with making decisions and being confident with those decisions, sticking and standing and anchoring down on those decisions. Okay, so really work on that, Libra. Sitting and anchoring on your decisions more, sitting down, meditating on your decisions. Libra, one word that I always think about Libra is decisions. Like their decisions is like they take decisions very, very serious. They have a strong decision making energy, okay? But they can take too long, they can be too indecisive, but they make good decisions though. That's the one thing. When they finally make a decision, it's like it's good. But really work on that solar plexus also, because you guys can work on your confidence just a little bit, because you guys like to look good, you guys like to speak good, but you know, when it comes to the actual confidence that's inside your soul, you guys aren't as confident as, let's say, Aries, because you're always thinking. A lot of Libras I meet have confidence issues, they have self-worth issues, they have, you know, because they're always worried about the partner, they're always worried about their family, they're always worried about someone else, you know, to the point where they're not really knowing who they are. So really work on that solar plexus as well. Okay. I also say the third eye chakra, because the third eye chakra is something that you guys need to work on as well, because the third eye deals with the truth and deals with reality, you know, and sometimes Libra wears a mask, sometimes they are fake, you know, sometimes they're all about caring about what people want to hear, you know. So the third eye is about the truth. So really working just goes back into that throat chakra, really working on being authentic more, being more truthful, you know, seeing things for what they are. Y'all can kind of wear rose colored glasses like Pisces as well, because when you're in love, you're in love. Like Libra, when they're in love, they're in love. Because even though they're not a fixed sign, they're still represented by Venus, which is the planet of love, which is, you know, the goddess of love. Like this is a real loving sign. So really working on love, on really working on that. All right, really working on understanding that the third eye is important and seeing things for what they are, not making your own assumptions up, not making your own mind up on how people see you, and being more real. Okay. Now Scorpio, Scorpio, your strongest chakra is your solar plexus. Okay. Now this is not a coincidence. Solar plexus is very strong for you guys because you guys have a strong willpower. When Scorpios put their mind to something, it is so strong. Like their energy is, sometimes they say Scorpio, their energy is too intense for humans, because they're just these naturally strong, intense, watery, cold creatures. And I say cold because when you look at Scorpio, it's a fixed water. So it's like ice. So this is a very strong water sign, you know, very fixed water sign. And the solar plexus for them is very strong because you guys are a warrior zodiac sign. You guys are represented by Mars and Pluto. Okay, those are both warrior planets. So you guys have two of those warrior planets, and Pluto, it wouldn't be considered so much warrior, but it's all about death, destruction. Mars is a warrior. So you guys have warrior energy, and warrior energy can always has a strong solar plexus. You guys like to digest your problems. You guys like to, even though you guys can hold on to things for a long time, you guys have a strong focus. You guys have a strong commitment. When you guys are in a relationship and you really want a committed relationship, you guys are very, very loyal. All right. And in fact, a lot of people say Scorpio, when they are really like someone, they're the most loyal sign, because it's like all or nothing, you know. So really strong solar plexus. They do not give up. They can actually be optimistic in darkness. Whereas, yeah, you guys can see the darkness in a lot of things, but you can also, when you're in that dark situation, you see the optimism in it. It's kind of weird, but you guys get stronger when obstacles come your way, and that's what the solar plexus deals with. Is all about that that inner power and fending off everything that's in your way. Okay. Another strong chakra for you guys is the third eye. So you guys have a very strong third eye because you guys can see right through people. The third eye is all about seeing things for what they are, not really believing in illusions. Y'all really study people. This is why you guys are very similar to Aquarius. Y'all really study people, y'all. Like y'all really are really good readers, good at reading energy. You're not about the Looney Tunes and the Disney World. Y'all about like really seeing the truth and reality of people. And even if that hurts, like the third eye is all about the honest truth. The third eye is one of the chakras that people do regret opening, only because it's like a chakra that deals with like just the truth, like only the truth. And we're in a world where the truth hurts. Like it's really painful to know the truth about everything in your life. It's really painful. But Scorpios are obsessed because they're ruled by Pluto. You guys are very obsessed with the truth. You guys want only the truth. So the third eye here is very strong because you guys are always working on finding the truth. Very, very good truth tellers and truth finders. All right, truth seekers. All right, you guys have that life path 7 energy. Okay, really, really good with that. The weakest would be the third eye. I mean, the weakest would be the heart. But going back to the third eye, you guys also have a strong third eye because you guys can really you guys have clairsentience abilities, the clair ability, clairsentience, clairaudience, clairvoyance, you know what I'm saying? You guys have strong psychic abilities, strong spiritual abilities. A lot of Scorpios really can use their intuition to read a person. They can really read everything about a situation, really, really good at really reading everything. Okay. Now the weakest for you guys would be the heart. Now, why do I say the heart? Because you guys obviously have a lot of trust issues. Trust issues is very, 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 very present with this sign because you guys feel this is still a water sign. So you guys feel very, very much. Y'all feel everything. You know what I'm saying? So when someone leaves a negative comment, you feel it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Scorpios I know, when someone leaves a negative comment on their post, they just block them. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel it so much, they just block them. Water signs do that too. They block people because they feel the energy. They're like, damn, this person didn't even comment, but I feel a way, so I'm blocking this person. You know what I'm saying? So Scorpios take things to heart. You know what I'm saying? And they take it to heart so much to the point where you guys will eventually start to deteriorate that heart if you're not careful enough. A lot of Scorpios, you guys can be vengeful. You guys can always seek revenge because you hold on, just like Taurus holds on to possessions of the past. Scorpio is on the same axis. So they hold on to the same thing, but they hold on to emotions. Scorpios, you guys hold on to emotions. Y'all hold on to everything emotional. That's why y'all fixed signs. So y'all can, when you hold on to emotions, those emotions are still in your heart chakra. You're leaving those tags in your heart chakra, Scorpio. And that's why a lot of Scorpios have trust issues, because if they've been cheated on and you in a relationship with them, it's not hard for them to think that they're going to get cheated on again. This is why they can self-sabotage relationships. This is why they have a bad rep when it comes to relationships sometimes, because they can't let go of things. This is a sign that likes to, like, Scorpio, like Pluto, it rules Scorpio. Pluto was like this, like it wants so much control. Like it's like this. It just does not want to let go. That's how Scorpios are. They just want to like really be in control of it. They don't want to let go of nothing. So y'all really like to hold on to everything, like more, probably more than Taurus a little bit. So the heart here, if someone messed y'all up in the past, y'all like Darth Vader. You know what I'm saying? They say Darth Vader also represents, like, that's like Pluto energy. Like Darth Vader wasn't evil. Darth Vader was broken. You know what I'm saying? And that's what symbolizes this Scorpio energy. A lot of the times, if you guys go to that dark side, you guys aren't evil. Y'all is just broken. You know what I'm saying? And broken sometimes looks like evil, but y'all would do these crazy things because you're broken. You need help. You need mental help. You need psychological, and you need to be psychologically analyzed. You know what I'm saying? So mental health is very strong here. Emotional health is very strong here. Like I said, you guys can really hold on to things like, like from the past and forever. Like it could be one thing too. You might have liked one person and they did something or y'all fell off and y'all just hold on to it forever. Like, so really working that heart chakra, not being so vengeful. Like I said, this is a warrior zodiac sign. So you guys are very competitive. This is a very competitive zodiac sign. So you guys are so competitive to the point where me first, F everyone else, you know what I'm saying? And that can really mess up the heart chakra. You guys, like I said, trust is like a Scorpio's biggest weakness. Really trusting, okay? Really having compassion. Now the next week, the next zodiac sign, the next chakra for, I think it's a normal chakra for you guys as well. The next chakra, the next week chakra for Scorpio is going to be your root chakra. The root chakra is something that also needs a lot of work as well, because you guys are always in survival mode. A lot of Scorpios I meet are always like having some form of paranoia, PTSD, always trying to, think everyone's gang stalking them. They're so private. They just like, it's kind of toxic in a way. You know what I'm saying? So really working on that root chakra, feeling safe, feeling grounded, working on your protection, not just being paranoid all day. Like, Scorpios can really just be paranoid all day. And it doesn't have to be necessarily with someone's out always trying to get them, but they might feel like someone's trying to cheat on them. They might feel like someone's trying to, they just, they can always just analyze the worst case scenario. So really working on that root chakra. Remember, the root chakra is all about feeling safe. It's all about feeling good, feeling like, no one's not out trying to get you. And even if they are, they ain't gonna get you because you have things in place. So really working on that root chakra, Scorpio. Please work on that root chakra. Like a lot of Scorpios I meet, they're just so like, they think everyone's like trying to kill them like right now. I'm like, bro, like get out that root chakra. And then like I said, they're strong, but they like to live in that survival instincts. And that's the negative of the root chakra. So this is why Scorpios are always like working on being a few steps ahead so they can have things in place, in case someone does try to stop them. But y'all still be in that survival instincts. Okay. Okay. All right, so next zodiac sign is going to be Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, your strongest chakra is going to be your throat chakra. Now, y'all are very honest. Y'all are very good at teaching, and y'all are truth tellers. Okay, remember the throat chakra is about being honest. And like I was saying earlier, when you have a very open throat chakra, you're on a brutally honest streak. You're on an honest streak. You're on a streak of just telling the truth, and that's when your communication skills increase. Whereas if you're lying all the time, you're telling white lies, your communication skills decrease, they decline. You're deteriorating that throat chakra. So Sagittarius they're likely to tell the truth, and if someone doesn't like them, they don't care. They're so optimistic. So y'all really have a strong throat chakra. Also third eye, because the third eye is all about the truth. Y'all like studying, religions, philosophies. Y'all probably watching this video. Y'all love philosophy. Y'all love astrology. Y'all love anything that has to do with because astrology is basically psychology. It's basically the occult. It's basically things that have to do with people don't talk about. A lot of people don't talk about astrology in the masses. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think I'm weird for talking about astrology, but I love astrology. You know what I'm saying? It's something I like to do. You know what I'm saying? I just got to deal with the energy, but I love this is what I like to do. But Sagittarius is you dealing with that open third eye, open throat chakra. You're very, very good at seeing the truth and speaking the truth. Okay, you're very good at teaching. The third eye also deals with cognitive. Since it's your pineal gland, those cognitive abilities as well. You know what I'm saying? All those abilities. So the physical aspect of y'all very intelligent. Y'all know how to use your logic. Very good at teaching things. Like I said, and seeing the truth about people, situations, anything that has to do with the truth. Very good at seeing the truth. All right, master truth seekers. Remember, this is a master fire sign. So unlike the other fire signs are like super, a little childish. Sagittarius is a little bit more wiser. You guys have more experience with everything you do because you take your time with things a little bit more. Still impulsive, but you're more wiser. So that's why Sagittarius have a better reputation than Aries and Leo, because they're more spiritual. You guys are very spiritual. The third eye deals with spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So you guys have a strong third eye chakra. You guys also have a very strong throat chakra. Telling the truth, seeing the truth, being spiritual, really on point. Now the weaknesses would be the root. I said the root because Sagittarius can be very flighty, very, very flighty. Like I think one of the most flightiest signs would be Sagittarius, and Gemini, but really Sag because you guys are a fire sign. Like I said, fire burns two things. they can really get over things very fast. Like Sagittarius just get over things so fast because they're very positive. So they think, okay, I got over this relationship. F it, I'm gonna get a better one. I'm thinking to the best of it. And the person they just got over was like, man, what the heck? They got over me that fast? Like, so the root chakra is all about security. It's all about kind of like, remember, the root chakra is ruled by the earth element. It's all about slowing down, like really slowing down, feeling more secure, and really having that security. And home even deals with the home sometimes, because the house is built on the earth. So really slowing down, Sag, really being grounded more, not being so. Sagittarius can jump to conclusions because you're still impulsive. So really not jumping to conclusions, slowing down, not being so nervous. Sagittarius have a lot of nervous energy. Very self-righteous. You guys can be very self-righteous. Always feel like you are always right, because you like, since you guys are a truth speaker, you feel like no one else can tell you something. So it's like that God complex and kind of come. So really working on that root chakra, being more realistic. Root chakra is also dealing with reality as well, being more realistic. Sagittarius low-key aren't as realistic as the earth signs, because Sag is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is all about optimism. So Sag and Pisces have a lot of similarities. A lot of Sagittarius I meet are not really realistic. They're just kind of like, they have what they call blind optimism. So you guys can have blind optimism. Y'all can believe anything that you want, and that's how you manifest. This is why you guys are the most optimistic zodiac sign. You guys are the most lucky zodiac sign, because in order to get what you want, you have to be the most optimistic person in the room. You know what I'm saying? You got to be, because if you don't care everyone is negative, you got to be like kind of like blindly optimistic, but you guys will do to the point to where it's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? So really being rooted and grounded in reality, just a little bit. And also another chakra I feel like you guys can work on is the solar plexus. Now, why do I say the solar plexus? You said B5, this is a fire sign. I thought you said all fire signs have a strong solar plexus. That's definitely true. Y'all solar plexus isn't that weak, but I feel like it needs work, because Sagittarius have commitment issues. You know what I'm saying? So if they have commitment issues, the solar plexus is all about commitment and focus. Sagittarius, you guys also have a short attention span. So with that short attention span, the solar plexus definitely sometimes needs some work. You guys are very optimistic, positive, but really working on commitment, focus, not getting so distracted. Remember, you guys are on the same axis as Gemini, so you guys can get distracted by everything, like literally everything. You guys can want multiple partners, kind of be indecisive, because mutable signs are more indecisive because they're like flowing. They're flowing. Not saying they can't commit. Mutable signs can definitely commit. I know a lot of mutable signs who commit, but it's just more like it can be a problem. It can come up if you're not evolved, So really working on that solar plexus, being more committed and committing on your decision, and having more focus on your life. All right. Short attention span is very strong. Now, next sign, we're almost done, is going to be Capricorn. So Capricorn, your strongest chakra is going to be your root chakra, because you guys are very structured. The root chakra does deal with structure. All right, very, very structured. Let me just put this up real quick. Sunlight, y'all. Okay. All right, so yeah, more sunlight coming in. All right, so yeah, the root chakra for y'all is very strong, because you guys are very structured. All right, very, very structured. The root chakra does deal with reality, very realistic. Like a lot of Capricorns I meet, very realistic, very structured. You're not the type of person to be into like the Looney Tunes and the Disney Worlds and all these. Like, you really want to know the truth. Very cutthroat. Okay, very, 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 very cutthroat. And the third eye here is very strong as well, because the third eye is all about the truth. Okay, so just because you guys are not a water sign doesn't mean you guys aren't spiritual. You guys can't see the truth. Y'all are very good at seeing the truth in things. So very, very realistic. Y'all are ruled by Saturn. Remember, Saturn does deal with fear. It does deal with obstacles. It does deal with karma. Okay, and it also deals with Saturn's a very slow planet. Okay, it takes about 28 years for Saturn to return, and you get your Saturn return at age 28. So your root chakra is very strong, because you guys are very patient. Capricorns they don't get enough credit for this. but you guys are very, very patient zodiac sign when it comes to your life. Okay, so keep up that patience. Um, that's one thing that you guys, like I said, don't really get enough credit for. Okay, now another strong chakra for you guys is going to be the solar plexus chakra, because you guys are very ambitious. Your ambition is through the roof. You guys are ruled by the seagull, and you understand the seagull is like destined for success. So you guys are destined for success. That solar plexus is like, really strong. Y'all are really laser eye focused, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a person, even though you're not a fixed sign. Cardinal signs are also very ambitious because they start things. All right. So you guys do have a strong ability to really keep up with and keep up with your goals and be consistent with them. That's one thing that Capricorn is really good at. Y'all are very committed, very, even like, y'all don't even get enough credit, but y'all are very confident as well in your abilities to pursue things. Okay, very confident and able to really keep going. So the weak chakras for you Capricorn will be the sacral chakra. Now, why do I say the sacral chakra? The sacral chakra deals with pleasure, having fun, not feeling guilty. Capricorns, you guys are naturally wired and designed to kind of like be so serious to the point to where if you have fun, if you go to a party, you feel guilty. If you have, a few nights of just alcohol, this or that, you feel guilty. You feel like, dang, I'm like supposed to be getting this money. I'm spending my money on this. You feel guilty, and sometimes when you have fun, you feel like you don't deserve it. So you guys have a hard time enjoying the pleasures of life for real. Like, y'all just so serious. Capricorn is like the elder of the zodiac sign because it's getting down. We're getting down into the wheel. So the number Aries is the baby. We got like down like 9 signs. Capricorns are very a little bit more older. All right. So y'all are very serious, you know what I'm saying? So y'all really have a hard time. And since y'all are earth sign, y'all are like the master earth sign. Remember, the master earth sign, y'all understand material in the earth plane to the max. So y'all understand it so much to the point to where everything is scarcity to y'all. Like everything, every dollar you spend matters. Everything material matters. Value is very important to a Capricorn. What they have to value, what someone has to value to them. Okay. So that sacral chakra self-worth can be low a little bit, because if a Capricorn doesn't have enough things to offer to someone, they might feel like they have low self-worth. That's just the truth. If they feel like they don't have enough money, enough of a house, like they can feel like, man, I don't feel like if I deserve this person. So really working on that self-worth, really taking your time, because you do have a strong root chakra. So you have that ability to be patient, really be patient, wait for that Saturn return, or wait for it. I don't want to tell people to wait for that Saturn return. No one's gonna wait. Because let's say you're 24, you're not gonna wait 3-4 years. You want that now. But really waiting a little bit longer to let your goals come in, because you will see light at the end of the tunnel. You will, okay, it will come to you. You will see all this optimism and all these blessings come back to you. All right. So another weak chakra for Capricorn would be the crown chakra. Since you guys are represented by Saturn, since you guys are the master earth sign, you guys can be very in the earth plane. Y'all can literally live in that materialistic life all the time and not really open up the spiritual side. Remember, the crown is really spiritual. So really working on that spiritual side more, really working on not being or opening up your mind a little bit. Capricorns can be a little bit stubborn because they are rude. They are known as like the CEO of astrology. So y'all could be like, I'm the boss, I'm control. So y'all can really have a hard time kind of like letting go a little bit. Okay, so the next sign is going to be Aquarius. Aquarius, your strongest chakra is going to be your crown chakra. Okay, so as you know, the crown chakra is all about helping the world, really helping the world. And you guys have a great humanitarian mindset. You guys are designed to kind of think outside the box. You guys are designed to give information out to the world, to share messages out, and to receive those intuitive messages through your crown chakra out to the people. And to do that, you got to have a very strong crown chakra. All right, the crown chakra, remember the earth, the root chakra is the chakra that anchors you to earth. The crown chakra is the chakra that anchors you to the universe. All right. So y'all are directly connected to the universe, because when you look at the Aquarius symbol, you understand that it is a man pouring down water. So you guys have a very strong crown chakra, because in order to see and help the world, you got to see, you got to be at the top. You guys live at the top. Aquarius literally live at the top. We're in the age of Aquarius. It's the time to wake up. Okay, this is the age of knowledge. So Aquarius, you guys can see a lot of things for what it is. You guys can see things that people can't see, because you guys also are ruled by Uranus, which is the future generation. It is a planet that deals with the future. It is a planet that deals with innovative energy and innovative knowledge. So you guys can see things for what they are, and you guys are very, very, very intelligent. You guys are literally one of the most intelligent signs. Okay, so just like Aquarius is pouring down the water, Pisces is the water. All right, and that's what someone did teach me about that. I'm gonna go into that Pisces in about a few minutes here, though. But Aquarius, really strong crown chakra. Y'all really can see all, like, since you guys are the 11 sign, 1 + 1, 11 is a master number. So you guys are very, 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 you guys have a big purpose. If you're more evolved Aquarius, you have a very big purpose. So use that energy, use that blessing to really fulfill your purpose. Look at Bob Marley, look at Aquarius, look at X, look at all these Aquariuses. A lot of Aquariuses, you know what I'm saying? There's you know, just it goes on and on and on. Angela Davis. So really understand that. Really intelligent. You have that knowledge to give out and pour to the planet. The next strongest chakra is going to be the throat chakra. Okay, so the throat chakra is strong here because Aquarius also deals with authenticity, and also I also put the third eye as well, because the third eye and the throat chakra deal with the truth and authenticity. Okay, this is why, for instance, lapis lazuli is a crystal, right? That deals with the third eye and the crown, and that deals with the truth. Lapis is all about the truth. You guys are all, Aquariuses love people who are real, who are authentic, who don't try to put on a mask, because you guys are, remember, you guys are the, like, when y'all were younger, Aquariuses could have been the underdog. There could have been a lot of controversy against Aquarius, because Aquariuses are very controversial. Even though you guys are here to help the planet, you guys are still ruled by Uranus. Uranus tilts to the side, so you guys are known to be controversial. You guys are known to kind of have like a controversial reputation, but you understand that that is just who you are. You guys are okay with people being themselves, even if it's weird. So that's why your third eye is so strong. Your throat is so strong, because you're just yourself. Throat is all just about being yourself. Third eye is about seeing things for what they are. You know what I'm saying? Seeing reality, you know, really seeing the world. Y'all can really see fake people. Y'all can see people who are putting on masks. Okay, really strong third eye and throat. That's why I love Aquarius. Aquarius is my favorite zodiac sign, y'all. Now, the weakest chakra for y'all would be the root. So since you guys are a fixed air sign, this means that you guys are an air sign and you're fixed. So it's very hard for you guys to come down to reality, because you're fixed. I mean, you can't, like, a mutable air sign can at least go down to earth a little bit, like Gemini. But since you guys are fixed, it's very hard for you to get out of your mind. It's like an airplane. When an airplane's in the sky, it's hard for it to come down at once, you know. So it's hard for you guys to bring your energy down at once, because you're so mentally active. This is a very mentally active zodiac sign. You guys have so much mental stimulation to where it can be hard to ground yourself. It can be hard for you guys to really be in reality. You guys are very idealistic as well, meaning you guys are have really strong ideals, very strong imagination, very strong, you know, future. So you're always thinking about the future. That's all Aquarius think about, is the future. You know what I'm saying? So really being in reality, being in the moment, really being in the moment. Like, y'all need to be in the moment. A lot of Aquariuses I know are just like always in their head. Like, they live in their head 24/7. They're not living in the moment. They and in my personal opinion, Aquariuses have the worst overthinking issues. More than Scorpio, more than Virgo. Aquariuses overthink everything. Like, they overthink everything. Okay, so really working on that root chakra, not being that airplane that can't drop down at once. You learn how to drop down to the reality a little bit. Learn how to feel your feet on the ground. We learn how to breathe, learn how to understand the earth element, learn how to wear black tourmaline, your black crystals, your brown crystals, your red crystals. These are crystals that will help you to ground, get some petrified wood. Okay. So that is one of the weakest chakras. I also did put the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra, it deals with the worth, self-worth, you know, knowing your worth, pleasures. You guys are co-ruled by Saturn. So it can be hard for you guys to know your worth a little bit. It can be hard for you guys to have fun, have pleasure, have a lot of that pleasure, fun. because you guys are so detached. Remember, this is a very detached zodiac sign, and since you guys are so detached, you guys can't really understand emotions sometimes, because you guys do have emotions. This goes for any Aquarius energy. You can't just kill your emotions. You can only suppress them. So you guys need to learn how to not suppress those emotions and kind of like let them flow more. You know what I'm saying? So really working on that sacral chakra, really important. Really work on that sacral chakra. Really work on feeling those emotions a little bit more. Not living life through a glass. Like that's what Aquarius can do. They can live life through a glass. Any Aquarius placements, y'all can literally just like someone's telling you they love you, they like you, and just like watching everything. Like, you know, so it's not really watching things, but actually experiencing and feeling and pleasure and feeling the pleasure of those emotions. That's very important, because if you don't feel these emotions, if you don't feel that pleasure, if you don't feel that good food, you don't taste it, you don't know how to enjoy the moment, bro, you're not gonna live, you're not gonna enjoy life. All right, so Aquarius really work on that root and sacral chakra. All right, now the last zodiac sign is going to be Pisces. If you guys don't know, some of you guys still don't know. I thought y'all did, but I am a Pisces. So Pisces is, like I said, Aquarius pours down the water. Pisces is the water. So Pisces, your strongest chakras would be the crown, third eye, heart, and sacral. But the strongest would be the crown, because Pisces doesn't get enough credit. But Pisces is a sign that is very intelligent, all right, very, very intelligent, because they've been all the signs before. So they're not operating off of ego, so much ego. They're operating more of intelligence. And you got to understand that intuition is the highest form of intelligence. Okay. So they're not, when you're talking to a Pisces, they're not just using logic. They're using logic and they're using high level intuition. So your crown chakra is very developed. Like as soon as you come out the womb, you're naturally just like very psychic. You know, even as a kid, you will have a hard time being understood. Pisces do get misunderstood a lot. It's because they're so like, they have so much energy inside of them, so much different energies moving. So we got 12 different sides, literally 12 different sides moving. So moving as a Pisces, you just go through so much different energies. All right. The third eye is very strong because Pisces can read you like a book. They can tap into those clear abilities, clairsentience, clairvoyance, clairaudience. They can really read you really easily. Their heart chakra is very strong as well when they're evolved, because they have a strong empathy for people. When they really love you, when you're in a real relationship with the Pisces, they actually love you. Like they have unconditional love. Remember, this is a sign that is exalted in Venus. So Venus is the planet of love, meaning that a lot of people, they did a survey, they said Pisces is the sign that everyone wants to date. They're most likely want to date a Pisces, because people understand that Pisces, when they love you, they're not loving you for money. They're actually loving you because you have, like, they love you for your soul. So Pisces love you on a soul level, They love you on a spiritual level. All right, which makes Pisces very, very strong with the heart chakra. All right. Work on your heart chakra more, Pisces, you know what I'm saying? Because you guys are a water sign, so you guys can take things very, very, you guys can really feel a lot. So really work on not really letting those past pains affect you. But when you work on the heart chakra, bro, you're unstoppable, because your heart is like, you're not loving people, loving the world because you want to do it for money. You love in the world because you're doing it for free. You're doing it because you love them. It's unconditional. It's universal. You know what I'm saying? I also want to say the sacral chakra as well, because the sacral chakra deals with pleasure. It deals with creativity, and this sign is very creative, And they also say the heart is linked to creativity, because the heart is the guidance, the gateway to knowledge. Because the universe is not going to give knowledge to someone who has a bad heart. So when you open up your heart chakra, you get a lot of knowledge. This is why Leo rules the heart, and they also rule creativity. Pisces rules is the most empathetic sign, and they're the most creative sign. So not only does Pisces have that creativity coming through the heart chakra, they also have that creativity coming through the sacral chakra. Very creative beings. They truly understand that creativity is something that is part of them. Like, they're very creative, in whether they're cooking, writing, drawing, speaking, thinking. They're always living in their head. Like, they're always living in their imagination. Okay, this is why people also love Pisces, because they're not boring. Like, Other zodiac signs may come off as boring, but Pisces have a lot. They're like, there's so much going on with them. People will never get bored by a Pisces. You know, they're very entertaining. You know, because there's so much different energy, so much different signs going on, so much different in IQ. You got the logical side, you got the spiritual side. People will have a lot of fun with Pisces. You know, the weakest chakras though, the negative is that you guys got to work on your root chakra, because your root chakra can be compromised, because you guys are very, very, very like imaginative. So you can have a hard time feeling your feet, have a hard time being realistic, have a hard time being in reality, have a hard time feeling, you know, secure in yourself, just really feeling secure. You know what I'm saying? So really work on that root chakra, and that's like the most important thing. Yeah, but if you guys do want more of these videos, do me a favor. This video was a minute. See how long this video was. An hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, man. Speaking this long straight up is like, whew, you know, it's not easy, but it's something that I do training. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? But if you guys do want more of these, like, comment, subscribe. Let's help the algorithm by actually watching the full video. All right. Love you guys. Peace, peace, peace.
We shooting vibes, oh, we come from the sky. I fly so high that I cross evil eyes. Me too, no shit.